Hello friends, this is a bit of a follow-up from my February 25th Talk to Me Tuesday. I showed how I've been hooping my bookcase blocks. These blocks are, for the most part, from Fandom and Stitches, my fandom website that I run with the help of loads of volunteer designers. The bookcase blocks are 10.5 inches or 10 inches finished. So this is how I've been hooping them. This is the magnetic hoop for my embroidery machine. It's a larger hoop. This is 8 by 13. The actual embroidery field is 7.5 by 11.5, which is perfect for a 10.5 inch block. If you don't have a hoop this big, this will still work for a smaller hoop, like a 5 by 7 hoop. You just might need to break it up a little bit or make your titles a little bit smaller. So I hooped this heavyweight stabilizer, and imagine one solid piece of stabilizer. And then I used one of my rulers to find more or less close to center. What's most important is that the line is straight across here. So I cut a window that is 10 inches by 3 inches. And then on the back, I added some masking tape. And the only reason I did this was to make this last longer. I have hooped this one time, and I have not actually changed the hoop since I started doing it this way. So I'm using this piece over and over again. So we have our stabilizer in our hoop with our window, with our masking tape reinforcement. So next I need to put something behind this to make this a solid piece. This is a lightweight adhesive stabilizer. This one is actually Floriani. This is a fusible one, but this is a really old package. And while the sticky still works, the fusible doesn't really. So I'm using it up this way. So I'm just cutting these sheets in half. These are 8.5 by 11 sheets. And then we're going to peel this off and we'll stick this to this. So this is my adhesive piece of stabilizer with the sticky side up. Next, I'm going to take my hoop and I'm going to center it. I'm really just going to eyeball it right on top. I'm going to put it down on that stabilizer. Give that a little push. Now we have one complete piece of stabilizer. That's what it looks like on the back. So this is cutaway, not adhesive. This is lightweight adhesive. And now I'm going to stick my quilt block to this. So here I have a block that is ready to be embroidered on. The way I prepared this was to mark from corner to corner so that I have a finished center. And the piece on the edge, I added the 1/4 inch seam here, and then I marked from corner to the finished corner. So the finished corner would be here. I want to embroider on this top book first. So I'm going to pull this across, and I'm going to go ahead and line this seam line up with my pencil lines, remembering that my window inside of this stabilizer is straight across here. So I've lined that up, I've stuck it down nicely, and this is now stuck. So if I flip it over, you can actually see it through the back. It does not come off. And now I can take this to my machine and I can do my machine embroidery. I have my block and my hoop now, and I am very lucky that I have this little laser light right here. If you do not have this, just make sure the point of your needle lines up with the center of your book. The other thing I like to do is check the field to make sure that I have my design inside of this book. I've designed my titles to be the size of the book I'm putting it in, but I still like to check just to be sure. So that is this button here. And it's actually going to go all the way around. And that's the outer line, or the extremity of where our embroidery will be. So let's get this stitched. So here we are all stitched up. This is, just as a reminder, these are bookcase blocks from Fandom and Stitches. This is actually one of my designs from the Project of Doom. These are free. You can find them all free on phantomandstitches.com. The embroidery is not included. That is my own, and that's just something I'm doing for this quilt project. I won't be sharing those online. So we're all stitched up, and now we need to remove this from the hoop. But we don't want to unhoop this. We're going to leave this part in. I'm going to flip it over, and then I'm going to peel away. Just gently peel away the edges of this adhesive stabilizer. Now you can see why I put the masking tape down, so this won't stick to the other stabilizer. And then I'm going to pull this up, and then I like to trim this away so that it only covers the title, but you can deal with that however you like. And when I'm ready to do the next book, I will do the same thing again, and then I'll trim that away and repeat until I have all of the titles done for my entire quilt. If you would like to know more about this project, I've been talking about it, I feel like for years now, but especially for the last couple of months on my weekly vlog, Talk to Me Tuesday. And if you have any of your own tips on how you like to hoop your floating projects, let us know in the comments. Thank you guys, and thank you for everyone who asked me to explain this a little more thoroughly. I really hope this helps. Please do let me know if you have any questions. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Bye.